It's a celebration. Hey everyone. Celebrating 2K subscriber. All right. Gonna have to stop this before YouTube takes this video down. Yeah. Thanks, YouTube, for not letting us celebrate with music. Okay. For, copyright. Okay. I understand. Okay. We're not trying to steal their music. We're just trying to use it to celebrate good times. Anyways, hi, sorry I'm late. I have ADHD, so that's not surprising. An INFP, right? That's what we do. Just gonna. This camera makes my lips look very pale, even though I have lipstick on, so I'm just reapplying. So I just want to say hi. If you want to say hi in the comments, that'd be great. I'd love to talk to you guys. I have some questions that I got beforehand, so I'm going to answer them. First of all, I want to thank you guys for subscribing. If you subscribed at any point, thank you. 2,000 doesn't seem like a lot to some people, but I think it's important to celebrate good times and just like appreciate the little milestones. Because it's because of you guys. Hopefully it'll help get more views for other, my other videos and get more subscribers. But I just really want to say thank you, because there's a lot of channels to subscribe to, a lot of channels, videos to watch. So on YouTube, there's so many. So the fact that you take the time to watch my videos and subscribe, give me a subscription, it just really helped. I really appreciate it. Like I said, because there's so much content out there. So I appreciate it. Thank you. Oh my god, my makeup is smearing. Peace and love. Yes, happy 2K. Thank you. And thanks for always being so supportive and your awesome comments. Hi, Byron. Hello. Oh, let me show the comments. I keep forgetting to use this feature. So there we go. Yes, happy 2K by Peace and Love. Byron, hello. Hi. Very proud of you. Thank you so much. Thank you for the support. Adessa Kobos. Hey girls, happy to see you. Happy 2K. Thank you. Happy to see you. So stoked for you. Thank you. And yeah, I think I reached 1,000 in maybe February, I think it was. So now it's June, so 4 months. But hopefully, 4 months to get 1,000. But hopefully once you get past 2,000, it'll be a little faster growth. I have a lot of videos planned, INFP related, introvert, comedy sketches, but I've been really busy working on a movie. And no, I'm not like the star in it or anything like that, but you might see me like a little bit there. So it's with that is just, it takes a lot of time. You have like no free time, no time to sleep. But I do want to film those for you guys. I'm hoping, oh gosh, some of my introvert INFP ones, I hope Frank James does not film a similar video, because I'm gonna be like, no, please stop. That's what I'm like, that's why I'm kind of annoyed that it's, I don't have as much free time to film these things, because I'm just like, I want to put my video out before Frank James puts a similar one out, because I don't want people to think I'm like copying him. But we've had like similar videos out before. So yeah, I'm hoping whatever ideas I have, I'm like, please don't let Frank James make a similar video. Like, no. Byron, will you do voice acting? No, not for this, but I think it's gonna be on Netflix. Hopefully, we'll see. But it's funny. It's a comedy, so that's cool. Odessa, well, hey, great minds think alike. I know, but he's the one that has more subscribers, so everyone is automatically gonna think that this one with a smaller channel is copying the bigger channel, which not true. I come with my own ideas, my own brain. I'm very creative. All right, people. But yeah, that's what's, yeah. Hopefully, let's just hope he doesn't come. I mean, Frank James are awesome, but like, I don't want to have any more similar videos. Okay. Let me see if I can bring up some of the questions that I got. Let me bring them up. I don't know. Is that a rap song? I don't know. I wish I could have music playing. I love music. I love having it playing all the time. But because also, if you're like celebrating something, you want music playing, but I can't because of YouTube. It's just, it feels weird for me to not have music playing. Like when I'm not filming, like I have music playing like 24/7. So I even have it in the shower. Like I'll take my phone and put like a Spotify. Like I shower with music. I've done that since I was like 12. I would take the boombox in the shower. I would plug it in. Well, not in the shower. I'll take it in the bathroom and put it on the counter, and I would plug in the boombox, and I'll have a CD playing or the radio or something. And my mom would get really annoyed. She's like, "Why do you always have to have music playing?" But I'm like, "I love music. I'm addicted to music. To me, that's my addiction." And I actually influenced my siblings to do that because I noticed I'm the oldest, so they all started doing that. So I kind of, my mom was not happy about that like they all do that, but I was like, at least that's like not a bad thing to, like, because she's my mom, and also I think she's like ESTJ or something, but for her it's not fun. She doesn't think it's a nice thing, but I'm like, hey, at least I influenced my siblings to do something kind of cool, like taking your music in your when you're showering. So let's see, Odessa comment. Oh man, the day you guys collab, a girl can dream. Yeah, I mean, I would be open to that, but usually, like bigger channels don't want to collab with smaller channels. Usually, it's like bigger channels always want to collab with other bigger channels, which is messed up. Because me, I don't care how many subscribers someone has. Like, if I want to collaborate with you, it's because I like your content, and I think we would be able to like work well together. I don't really care how many subscribers you have, but bigger channels usually do care. Carlos, I did that right now. Oh, okay, cool. I can't, like, I feel weird if I don't have music playing. Like, I hate it. I'm just like, I'll get out. Like, if I'm about to shower and I forgot to bring my cell phone in or something, I'm like, let me go get my phone. I need to have music playing. Spotify. Now it's Spotify instead of the boombox. But yeah. And Odessa, I do that too. Okay, awesome. Maybe it's like an INFP thing. I don't know. Any other INFPs who play music while showering, let me know. Yeah, I can't believe I've done that for so long because I'm 35, and I think I started doing that when I was like 11. Yeah, because it was around when Hanson came out, okay, 97, and I remember like putting their cassette tape in there. So I've been doing it for a long time. And I still do that. Music is good for the soul. Yes, right? Like why does showering like why can't we make showering fun, Like why? Yeah, people who are like, "Oh, why do you have to do that?" I'm like, "Okay, are you an EJ type? I don't know. Like why? Like just let's have fun. Okay, music is awesome." Like come on. I mean, ENFJs probably would be okay with it, but maybe the ST types, yeah. Let me know if you're an ESTJ. Probably no STJ watches this channel. They hate me probably. All right. I don't think I've met an ESTJ who like me, but that's okay. Feelings mutual. Just kidding. I'm being so mean right now. But hey, they're mean too. And yeah, I can't stop. Let's roast. We're gonna keep roasting. Okay. I want to do a roast of someone. I don't know what. Like maybe I'll roast myself. I think I have to roast myself first, and then I can roast other people. I can roast myself pretty good. So pretty well. Sorry, I can roast myself pretty well. And then I think roasts are really fun. So, sorry, I'm gonna try to bring up a question now. I've been talking to you guys. Odessa, we're gonna go with yours first. I think you submitted several of them. All right, so this is a screenshot. So my questions would be, what's the kindest thing anyone has ever done for you? Okay, well, I'll answer that one first. Kindest thing that anyone has ever done for me. Oh my gosh, there's a lot. Okay, so one I would say is, can I kind of have this like equal? Oh, I wanted to have the screen kind of equal. All right, hey, there we go. So it's a little bit more equal, even though the question is really small. So one of the kindest things I actually happened to me twice when I was living in LA. I was within a month. It happened to me twice. I was paying for stuff at a grocery store, and the person, was it the person behind me? I think it was the person behind me. Yeah, I was kind of struggling financially, and I had to leave like some food because I didn't have enough money for everything that I was buying. So I was like, okay, well, just take this one out. And then the person behind me like paid for my stuff. Like, and they're like, no, no, you keep it. Cause I think they saw I had dog food. So they saw that like I had a dog. So um they were trying to help me out. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, no, you don't have to do that. Like, it's okay. And they're like, no, 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 it's fine. You know, just like pay it forward and stuff. It's okay. I like doing this. And I was like, okay, thank you. Like, that was so nice. And then seriously, within a month, it happened to me again. I was at another store, and this time, instead of a person behind me, it was actually the cashier. Um, like, I'm just paying for my stuff, and then she's like, "Here, pay with this." She gave me this card, and I'm like, "Wait, what?" And then she's like, yeah, I just pay with this. I like to do this once a month, you know. So you're gonna just I'll pay for your stuff. And I was like, what the frick? And I was like, really? She's like, yeah. I'm like, oh my god, like that is so nice. I was like, thank you so much. And is there anything I can do to repay you? And she also said the same thing again. She was just like, as like what the other person said. They were like, just pay it forward. I was like, oh my god, thank you. Like, and it was crazy. I was like, what the frick? Like I don't know if I had this look of like, please help me. I need money. I don't know why, but yeah, it happened within a month twice, and that was super nice. You know, I've never forgotten that. And I try to pay it forward by like when I did my giveaways. Last was it last summer? No, not last summer. I think in January I did some in Christmas. Oh yeah, I did giveaways for like gift cards, for groceries and stuff like that. Just because of the pandemic and everything, it was kind of like the safer option to do a gift card. And also, I wasn't going to grocery stores that often, so I kind of paid it forward that way. So that was definitely one of the nicest things for sure. And then one more, just because like I think it's super cute, but this one happened 2004, so almost 20 years ago. Yeah, I can't believe it's been that long. I'm old. So 2004, I was a freshman in college, and this girl, she was really nice. I lived in the dorms, and she was cooking. She was making cookies in the kitchen that we all used, and I was there, and like we were just talking. I think I just met her there when she was cooking. I was like baking the cookies, and then she had this. She was making these cookies that had like strawberry preserves in them, and then she dropped, like the jar fell on the ground somehow, and the jar broke. And I was like, oh my god, like it wasn't me. Like I am clumsy, but this one was not me. Like, they broke, the jar broke, and I was like, oh my gosh. And I just got down on the floor, and I was like helping her clean it up. And she was like, oh my god, that's so nice, thank you. I was like, yeah, no problem. Like, why would I be a jerk and just like leave you cleaning your stuff? Like, that's messed up. So I was helping her clean up the preserves. And I mean, it's been so long, so I don't know if maybe I told her what room I was in, but somehow she found my room in the dorms. And basically, like the next day or something, I went to my room, and I saw like outside my door there was a bag of cookies, and it said, thank you so much for helping me, clean up and everything. And it was from the girl. And I was like, oh my god, it's so sweet. Like, I've never forgotten that. And I just thought that was super sweet. So just like little things like that mean a lot to me. Like, you don't have to spend money on me or anything like that. Just like little gestures like that. I mean, even though I guess when people were paying groceries, they spend money, but like it's just more kind of the thought and the sentiment behind it that meant so much. And when I helped the girl clean up her stuff, I wasn't like, yeah, I'm doing this, so hopefully she'll give me cookies. Like, I wasn't thinking that. I was just like, just be nice, help someone clean up. So it was just like really nice that she did that, and I enjoyed those cookies, and they were really good, and that was just so sweet. So that was definitely some of the kindest things that anyone has ever done for me. And let me see what the other question was. Oh, what do I treasure most about my life? Oh wow, that's so hard. I think, I guess my friends, definitely, because I feel friends are the family that you kind of create for yourself. Because unfortunately, the family that I was born into was not the nicest or best. So just kind of to be able to make your own family with your friends. You know, friends are kind of family that you get to choose, whereas the family that you're born into, you don't get to choose that. So your friends you do choose. And so I've had like some amazing friends, and I still have some amazing friends. So definitely my friends for sure, because if it wasn't for them, like, you know, life would be a lot harder. You know, definitely quality over quantity. I don't really care about the number of friends, just the quality for sure. And I think just experiences I've had, like just moving and like the people I've met everywhere, and just, yeah, I think just experiences, that's probably what I've treasured most, just because I feel like it's because of that I've had like a pretty interesting life. Not like the most interesting person ever, but just so far my life has been pretty not boring, I don't think. So definitely, yeah, I guess I would say friends and experiences is what I treasure most. Maybe other things, but I don't want to make this video stream so long. But thank you for your question, Odessa. I'm gonna bring up another one, or maybe like see some comments before we move on to the next question. Let's see. Byron 2K hype. Yeah. Carlos, I got one. You got one? I don't know what that means. What are you referring to? Sorry. Where have you eaten the best pizza from? Oh, best pizza. Oh, I love pizza. Best pizza. Oh, I don't know. I've had like just good pizza in my life, but I don't know if there's like one that really stands out as like the best pizza ever. Like it's, I'm trying to think and not really. Um that's what I would definitely need. That's why I want to go to Italy and try pizza there for sure. Because I want to go to Italy. I'm learning Italian. I love pizza. Maybe it would be in Italy, but I can't think of like a certain place. There's this place in London called Zzz's or Zzz's. But they had pretty good pizza. But yeah, I can't think of like one specific place. Just pizza in general. I think I'm not super picky with pizza. That's why. So I'm like, as long as it's generally good, I'll eat it. Yeah. But thank you for the question. I love pizza. Random acts of kindness, so freaking awesome, right? Yes, that's definitely. I love random acts of kindness, and I try to do them when I can as well. Odessa, I know exactly what you mean. I come from a similar background. Friendship is something extremely valuable to me. Yep. Yep. Chicago. Oh, wait. Carlos, you have to be. I don't know what you're referring to with these comments. So can you be more specific when you comment, because I don't really know what you're referring to. Maybe the time that you write them, I'm talking about something, but then I'll forget by the time I read it. So, but I love Chicago. I've been there a few times. I love Chicago for sure. Jared, your favorite city that you've visited or lived in? Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, so favorite city I visited is hard because I like something about every place I go to. But I guess my favorite city I would have to say is London. Like overall, I love London because London has everything I want. It's kind of like when you find your like ideal mate, like they have everything you've ever wanted. So London has everything I want in like a place that I'm going to live. I'm not going to list everything, but it has it all for me. So London is my favorite city that I visited. But you know, I like New York. I like Chicago. I like Prague. Prague is beautiful. So yeah, I think Prague is another one. It's affordable. It's beautiful to walk around in. They have, you know, their castle, which is, oh my gosh, amazing. It's very romantic. I feel like it's very underrated. So a lot of people, when they think romantic cities, they're like Paris, Paris, Paris. But I suggest go to Prague instead of Paris. First of all, it's a lot cheaper. And there's probably going to be less people than in Paris because most people go to Paris. Because when I was there in Prague, I saw so many couples. I'm just like, I was by myself. I'm like, great. And there's this bridge called the Charles Bridge, and that's where a lot of couples go and walk. You can walk there. There's musicians playing. There's artists, you know, if you want a drawing of yourself or you and your significant other. There's a lock. There's like a little kind of like a gate where people put locks, and they put their names there. If you're a couple, it's kind of like, I guess, for good luck or something. So it's great for couples. And also if you love beer. If you love beer, Prague, Czech Republic is great because they love beer there. So there's bars everywhere. I'm not really into beer, but I liked just everything else about it. They have like this really cool town square where musicians would play. There was a Tim Burton museum. Tim Burton, also INFP. There was a Tim Burton exhibit, sorry, at a gallery and at a museum. So luckily I was there when it was going on. So I got to check out the exhibit. It was amazing. You got to see just how creative, like just a little bit of an insight into the brain of Tim Burton, which was awesome because I love him. So yeah, and I actually bought a book of the everything in the exhibit, but it's in storage right now. So, but favorite place I've lived, that one's hard to probably. I don't know where I'm living right now. Atlanta is pretty cool so far, but before Atlanta, I think I'm gonna say San Diego, just because the weather is perfect. I love the weather there. It's very pretty. I feel like it's a lot prettier than LA. Sorry, LA, not the prettiest city. I would actually, when I lived in LA, I would go once in a while, like day trips to San Diego just to kind of get away from LA. And it was nice. Like you would get to San Diego, you're like, oh my God, it's so pretty here, Balboa Park. And then they have, the other parts by Mission Beach. And the people there were like pretty friendly. I met some really cool people there. Good like music scene, Gaslamp Quarter, like downtown, great. And it's just not as packed as LA. So I think maybe San Diego, favorite city I've lived in. If there was more film TV work, I probably would still be living there, but that was probably the main reason I left. Just there's not a lot going on for film and TV. But thank you for your question, Jared. Dessa, off topic, but Poundland. Oh my gosh, yeah. If you're from the UK, you probably know what she's referring to with Poundland. I found out because of my UK friend. Poundland is basically like the dollar store version of the dollar store of the UK. It's £1. Yeah, but when I first heard Poundland, I thought of other stuff. So I'm going to bring up another question from, oh my God. Oh shoot. Let's see, share screen. This one is from Will I Am. No, I'm just kidding. Will Ashbury. Oh, Jared, thank you for answering. No problem. Thank you for submitting it. Okay, Will Ashbury. Sorry, not Ashbury. I would love to hear where you've visited in the past and what you've thought about each place. I can tell how much you love travel, so I'd be really interested to hear you talk about it more. Okay, so it's kind of similar to Jared's, but this one's like, I think, every place. I'll try not to take it so long. Thank you, Will, for your question. Okay, yeah. Let's see. Every place I've lived. I'll try to go real quick. Several, I'm from Arizona. That's where I'm originally from. Small town, boring, nice people. That's all I'll say. Next, Tucson, Arizona. I went there for college. I didn't finish there, but I was there for a few years. Met some great people that I'm still friends with, and it's more of a small city, So it was still too small for me. After a while, it's like, okay, I need to go someplace bigger. Like I know when I need to move when I start running into people often, like in a city. So I'm like, if I'm running into people in a city, it's too small now. I don't like that. I like, I guess, a little bit of anonymity and like not everyone knowing your business. I come from a small town, where everyone knows your business. So I want to get away from that. So that's why I like living in big cities where it's like you don't know everyone. I don't want to know every single person in my town. Some people like it. It's like security. I get it, but for me, it's not. It gets boring. I don't like being bored. So Tucson, yeah, I would just say too hot for me. All of Arizona is too hot for me. But people are cool, but it just got too small after a while, and it's because it's basically a small city. It's not really that big. Phoenix, too hot. I hate it. I hate the heat. Sorry. too hot. I couldn't really enjoy the outdoors because I like the outdoors. Um, and they close really early. Some of the places, like my friends and I would want to hang out and go out, and some of the places we would go to different places, and they were all closed early. I'm like, what the frick? So Phoenix is great for families or if you're retiring, which I'm not in either of those categories, so I wouldn't go there. Or if you love the heat, which I don't, so definitely not the place for me. Next, Orlando. I lived in Orlando. Very touristy, pretty. And I worked for Disney, so I got to go to Disney World like all the time, all the parks for free, which was great. But then I didn't get to enjoy it as much because I was working a lot. But yeah, very touristy, horrible driving. Sorry, I mean, I've seen horrible driving everywhere, but like in Orlando, I was like, do you guys want to be in a car accident? It was like they were intentionally trying to like die. And same with Miami. I lived, so this is kind of out of order, but I recently lived in Miami and horrible driving as well. I was like, do you guys want to die? Is this like a Florida thing? What? Um, and Miami also very touristy, but I got to live on the beach, so that was really cool. At least I was, you know, I like to be close to the water. Um, and Party City, for sure. That's why Miami was not for me. It's Party City. If you love to go party and not have actual relationships, like if you just want hookups, Miami is great. But if you want like quality relationships, like, and you're not about partying and drinking all the time, Miami's not really the place to go. Um, Lots of neon for sure. At least where I lived, people wearing neon. I'm more of a muted colors person, so I definitely felt like I didn't fit in. I was wearing black a lot, and I'm just like, I feel people can tell that I'm not from here because it's like all this neon bright colors, and I'm just like they're in black, navy blue, like yeah, I'm like from New York. No, I'm just kidding. I wish I was. I love New York. Next other place I've lived in, LA. You know, lots to do, which is awesome. That was one of the best things about it. Met some really great people, got some great opportunities. Not as pretty as San Diego, bad traffic, lots of fake people. So if you go to LA, the thing I would say is just, but I did make some great friends. Even though there's a lot of fake people, I did still make some great friends. So they're not fake. But what I would say to people who want to live in LA is you cannot be naive. You have to have your street smarts because there's so many people. Like if you're kind, they will try to take advantage of you and use you. There's a lot of users there. So I know that sounds like users, but yeah, you cannot be naive because so many people. There's a lot of talk. I'm more about action. Okay, so I wouldn't really believe anyone when they would say they were going to do something until I actually saw them do it. And so many people didn't follow through. They would say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, we're going to do this together. And they never followed through. So that's why I'm just like, I'll believe it when I see it. So yeah, there's a lot of fake people, people who want to use you. So just be really careful. So those are the places I've lived. And now, okay, well, I live in Atlanta. Public transportation, much better than Miami. Oh, that's the other thing. Miami, worst public transportation of any place I've ever lived. Horrible. Horrible. Like, I can make a whole video on how horrible public transportation is. So, Miami, horrible public transportation. You have so much work to do. So at least Atlanta, much better public transportation. Not as good as New York and Chicago because they have the best of all the places I've been to. I haven't lived there, but so Atlanta, better public transportation. People are super nice, like so friendly, and it's genuine. Like when they tell me, "How have a nice day," blah blah blah. I'm like, oh my god, like they really mean it. You can tell they really mean it. I've had really good conversations with Uber drivers here, like deep, like talking about important issues and stuff like that. And I usually don't talk to the drivers, but here they're really friendly, so they'll just like start talking to you. And it's not shallow conversations. It's really good. So I'm just like, whoa, that's crazy, you know? So yeah, really friendly people, great conversations. I mean, some parts are a little dangerous, so you just have to know where to not be. But I'm living in a safer part, so that's good. Safer part of town. Very beautiful, very beautiful. So many trees. I love trees. So many trees. They're big. It's beautiful. chipmunks, squirrels. I love it. So yeah, that's what I think of Atlanta so far. I haven't explored too much just because I've been busy. And then places I've been to, okay, San Francisco, pretty good public transportation. Yeah, expensive, but very pretty. They have like cool restaurants and their park. I forgot the name of the park, but where they had outside lands music festival. Great, beautiful park with the humongous trees, huge bark. I love it. I wanted to live there. Chicago, I love Chicago. People there, I thought that I met were really friendly, great food. Like when I was there, but when you go by yourself to restaurants and stuff, especially if you're a tourist, the waiters and everything are really nice to you, because they're like, oh, she's visiting, she's by herself, and they're really friendly. Like they'll like suggest places for you to go. So yeah, the people I met there were great. I tried the hot dogs there, and I had deep dish pizza, which was so big, like so big, so filling. Like you can't even finish one slice, but it was good, but so filling. Because I had to try it when I was in Chicago. I'm like, I need to try hot dogs. I need to try pizza. And I met this one of the nicest men I've ever met in my life. His name is Tom. I hope he's still alive. I don't know. Because I met him when I went in, I think 2010, I think. And he had this shop called Yesterday, I believe, and it was by Wrigley Field. So if you go to Chicago, see if you can find Yesterday. I don't know if it's still there, but it's basically like a store he had connected to like his house, and it had all this memorabilia, like movie, sports memorabilia, and he lived there. He owned it, and he was so friendly. Like my ex and I, we went there, and we spent the entire time talking to him. Like he's just so kind, like just this grandfather, like this adorable, like you just want him to be your grandfather, just so kind. I just fell in love with him. We didn't want to leave. We actually stayed the entire time until closing, and he's like, I'm gonna close the store now. We're like, no, like we love you. We just wanted to keep talking to him forever. He was a vet. And yeah, it's been a while. I think I met him, like I said, in 2010. It's 2021. And he was, senior citizen. So I hope he's okay. Like I would love to see him again. Like he's just, I've never forgotten him. So Tom, Yesterday, I love you. Go visit him if you can. And public transportation, awesome. Yes. New York City, also amazing public transportation. I've been there when I go to Chicago and New York. It's always in October because the weather's really nice. So I've only experienced like really nice weather. Oh, and the parks. Grant Park, Millennium Park, Millennial? No, it's Millennium, not Millennial. Park in Chicago, great. New York, also, I loved it. I love walking. I just love the whole, hustle and bustle of the city. And then you have like the quiet areas in Central Park, which I love Central Park. So beautiful, so big. And just so much to do, just like in LA, but the weather's a little bit better. I kind of like it more. And I like the people there like more than in LA because they're more real. Like New Yorkers are not fake. Like I like that. Like if you don't like me, please don't pretend you like me just because I'm not fake. Like I'm not gonna pretend I like you if I don't like you. But the people I've met in New York were really nice and helpful. Like if we needed help, they would help us, And I actually had someone, I was like walking with a backpack and somebody came up to me. She's like, you should probably put it like in the front, just for safety. And I was like, oh, okay, thank you. That's really nice. So they just like would randomly help you. I'm like, oh, I appreciated that. And yeah, I love their public transportation. So much to do. People are awesome. I want to go back so bad because I haven't been in so long and I want to experience kind of like more of the nightlife because when I've been there, I was younger, so I didn't get to experience the nightlife. I want to go out to like New York clubs, see some shows. I did go to a comedy show at New York last time I was there. The food was horrible. It was so bad, but the show was funny. So I miss New York and I definitely want to go back really bad. So, and then, I already talked about London, Prague. I've been to Norway, Oslo, so many museums. If you love museums, go to Oslo. So many museums. I tried to go to as many as I could. There was a Viking museum that was really cool. And then my favorite museum was a music museum. They have a music museum in Oslo, and I love music, so I definitely went to that one, and I spent pretty much like the entire time, like that whole day there, just because I like to look at everything. And they have stuff about like Norwegian music, also American music, just like the history of music. And it made me feel kind of old because they actually had cassette tapes, VHS tapes, and old like camcorders and VCRs on display there. And I'm just like, cool, this is what I used in my childhood, and now I feel really old because this is in a museum now. What the frick? Oh, Walkmans, they had Walkmans, Discmans, really cool museum. Also, it's interactive. They have a place where you can actually record your own song. So you can go in the recording studio, you can sing, you can play. And it was pretty cool because when I was there, I was pretty much the only one in the museum. Not a lot of people went. So I got to spend a lot of time there without anyone interrupting me because, you know, I'm an introvert. I wouldn't be able to like play around with that stuff with people watching. So you can record your own song, and then there's another level where you can go and pretend you're on stage. They have like a crowd there cheering for you, and there's like a microphone and a band set up, like the instruments and everything. And you're just like, yeah, you can like take pictures pretending you're a star, which is awesome. And then they have another room, like in the last level, where it kind of changes. Like you just watch it and it'll change, like the walls and tables will change depending on like the decade. So it'll show you like kind of what things look like during each decade. So it's really cool and interactive. So if you love music, I definitely recommend going to the Music Museum in Oslo. And I think it's called Music Museum or Museum of Music, something like that. Bergen, I went to Bergen too in Norway. It's really beautiful, so beautiful. You have like a great view. I stayed in a hostel that was like on a hill, or more like a mountain, I guess, and you get like a nice view of the entire city. So beautiful. I felt very safe walking around there. And they have like a really cool like kind of square with shops and musicians, and it's just, I felt very safe. That's one thing I liked about it. It was beautiful, and I just felt safe walking there alone as a woman. Also in Oslo, just all of Norway, I felt very safe. So that was a big thing. Is just like, wow, I feel safe. I'm not being harassed. I'm not having like, nobody was catcalling me. Same thing with like London and Prague. Maybe it happens, but it didn't happen to me, which I was happy about. I don't like being catcalled, so I didn't miss that at all. So I think that's about it. Well, I've been to Mexico, but that's a lot. I just been there so much as a kid that like for me, it's not really like, it's just kind of like another, it's just kind of second nature. So I don't really see it as like going there on vacation, just because I've been there so much when I was younger, and I've been to a lot of places. So I have family there. People are really nice for sure. But sadly, it's not, if you're a female on your own, it's not the safest. But the food is amazing. Music is awesome. Again, people are really friendly, and like definitely more friendly than the US. Like I've just been in situations where people are just so mean here. Like they don't want to be hospitable. They don't want to help out someone else. It's very like, when someone does help, it's very weird, and it's good. I'm very thankful, but it's not common. Whereas like, I think more kind of Latino cultures, and maybe other cultures too, but like they're just more helpful. Like if they see someone in trouble, they'll like be helpful. So that's definitely one thing. They're very hospitable and more family oriented. All right, so thank you, Will, for your question. I'm going to switch. Which zodiac sign is your favorite? My favorite? I don't think I have. Wait, do I have a favorite? I feel okay. Probably Pisces, because I can relate to them a lot, and I have a lot of my favorite people are Pisces. Like my favorite cousin is a Pisces. A lot of my friends that like I just get along with really well are Pisces. Celebrities I like, a lot of them are Pisces, and I don't do it on purpose. Like, oh, I'm only gonna like Pisces people. It's just like I like a person, like I think they're cool, and I like their personality, and then I find out, oh, they're Pisces. Okay, so I guess I would say Pisces is my favorite, but you know, I have friends and I like people of all types. But yeah, so let me know if you're a Pisces. Let's see. Thank you for your question, Carlos. Odessa had another question, if that's okay. What's your love language? Oh, that's okay. I appreciate it. My love language, my number one is quality time, and number two is acts of service. So yeah. Words don't really mean that much to me. Like I see a lot of people have words as their number one or something, but for me it doesn't really mean anything if your actions don't back it up. So like, because for me also, for the way for me it's like words are like the easiest thing that anyone can do out of all those love languages. Like anyone can easily type a word, anyone can easily say a word, but do your actions, does your personality back it up? For me that's what matters. That's why the quality time and acts of service, that's something that takes more effort than a word. So that's why for me the words don't mean that much, even though they're nice to hear. It's but and if I see that it's aligned with your actions, then the words mean a lot. But if there's not aligned, if I don't see you, talking the talk, walking the walk, or whatever, like it doesn't really mean anything. So yeah, definitely quality time and acts of service. Thank you. Jared Bowles, Aries in the building. Oh, okay. Hello, Aries. I'm an Aries rising, and my dad's an Aries too. But all my siblings are Cancers, and I'm a Capricorn, so they're all my opposites. Why am I the black sheep? I wonder. Even though my youngest sister, she's an INFP as well. She tested as INFP, so that's why we get along. I've always I'm the oldest, she's the youngest, and we get along the best. Because surprisingly, she's INFP, that's why. And my two middle siblings are definitely extroverts. I don't know what type they are because they will never take the test, but they're definitely the more extroverted ones. But they're all Cancers. Dessa, I'm a Cancer, but I have a lot of Pisces traits. I was born in the Pisces decan. Oh, okay. Well, you're both water signs too, so we will make sense why we get along. And I've actually dated a lot of Cancers. Like there's a lot of Cancers in my life. My siblings, people I've dated. I don't know. I don't mean to do that, but it just happens. I would be open to dating other types, but it just has always ended up to be a Cancer, which is my opposite, which is weird. Okay, so let me see. I think Odessa, you had another one. I'm gonna just bring it up that you had posted. Let's see if this works. Okay. Oh wait, one more comment before I bring this up. Odessa, I love Capricorns. I tend to attract a lot of Capricorn friends. Oh, okay. same. Maybe the opposite. Let's see the questions. Am I gonna make it bigger? All right. Let's see. Beyond ecstatic for you. Thank you, Odessa. Thank you. So much Odessa in this live stream, but it's okay. It's good. To say you deserve far beyond 2K, seriously, such an understatement. Oh, thank you. I appreciate all the effort you put into your videos and channels. Thank you. Yeah, it's a lot of videos and channels. You're such a hard worker. Thank you. No matter the sub number, you will have my support regardless. Oh, thank you. I had 3 questions. That's okay. My questions are, what is the kindest thing anyone has ever done for you? Okay, I did that one. Number 2, what generally makes you feel loved? Okay, and then I'll do number 3 later. So what makes me genuinely feel loved? Probably the love languages, like quality time and acts of service. Like that means a lot to me, like especially because I'm very busy. So when I give my time to someone, I like you. First of all, like you mean something to me because I'm very busy. So if I make time for you, that's a big thing for me. It means a lot. So when someone makes time for me, that means a lot to me. So I cherish that a lot, and I really, really appreciate it. And also just like little acts of service. So kind of what I was talking about earlier about the people that paid for my stuff, just like a little action. And then, the girl that sent me the cookies, I'm like, oh my God, it's so sweet. Even though those were, I guess, more like gifts, but in a way it's also like acts of service. But also just anytime somebody helps me out with something, that really means a lot because I'm very busy. Like I said, I'm very busy. A lot of times, I can be stressed out. And so if somebody can help me kind of take something off my plate, like, and I don't have to ask them, that means a lot to me. Like, oh, maybe the dishes are piling up. If somebody just washes them without me having to ask, that really helps. And that means a lot to me. I'm like, oh my God, thank you. Or, I'm busy. I don't really have time to go make food or eat. Like today, I'm really busy. I haven't even had anything to eat, really. So like if someone could like hook me up, go get some food or something like that. And I'm not saying it in like a mean way, like you make me food, but just because I'm really busy. So like if someone helps with that, like I'm like, oh my god, thank you. You know, just like little things like that. It's just like the little things really that makes me feel loved. A hug. Oh my gosh, I love hugs. So, but not like from a random person that I don't know. That's creepy. That's not what I mean. I mean like friend, someone you're dating, a hug, that means something. And those are not things that cost really anything. So I don't think I'm asking for much to feel loved. Spend some time, quality time without looking at your dang phone. I hate that. To me, like if you're looking at your phone, that's not quality time because you're not in the moment. You're not. That's not quality time. So get rid of your phone. Help out with stuff without me having to ask. That means a lot. Not saying words. I'm like, that's not helping me get things done. The words. Okay, I'm sorry. It's just stressing me out more. So yeah. And let's see another one. Oh, what did you cherish most about? Oh, okay. So I guess I answered that one about my friends and experiences for sure. And I guess you guys too. You know, you make me feel loved. Ah! I cherish you guys, and you make me feel loved. You make me feel like I guess I'm contributing something to this world because I feel like people need to have a purpose to feel, I guess, like they're worth something. And, you know, I deal with like, you know, depression and stuff like that. And that's definitely like a thing that you're just like, why am I here? You know, what's my purpose? And I still think that because I still feel like I don't really know what my purpose is. Like, but just when I make stuff and I see people enjoy it, and you know, I get nice comments like, oh, this made me laugh. I mean, I love that, especially when it's a comedy video, because that's the point. I want to make people laugh. So if I can make you laugh, that really means a lot. um, and like, or if someone says that, you know, a video I made helped them out in some way or they could relate to it, that really helps, and that means a lot. um, so thank you guys for that. I appreciate it, because when you feel like you're kind of like why am I here kind of thing, when you see kind of that you have some kind of even a small impact on other people, that's really really helpful. So thank you guys. Odessa, I'm the same. Quality time is number one in my life. Physical touch is second. Okay. All right. Here we go. Quality time squad. Woo. Physical touch is nice, but I think because of me, because for me, like I didn't grow up with a lot of physical touch. Like my parents were not very physically, they didn't show a lot of affection. They weren't very affectionate. So I kind of didn't really grow up with that. But now I'm appreciating it a little bit more. Odessa, I love hugs too. Can I send you a virtual one? Yes, please. I love hugs. Thank you. Yeah, hugs are the best. I feel like if people hug more, like if you love someone, hug them. You know, well, maybe ask if you want, but your significant other, sibling, parent, whatever, just more hugs. I feel like if we had more hugs in the world would be a better place. And I feel like that's a very INFP thing to say. Put that on a shirt. If we had more hugs, the world would be a better place. Very INFP. But I think it's true. And I like, you know, I feel because I'll see I'm very observant. So sometimes when I see couples, like for a while, sometimes I'll observe them and I notice that like they're not really hugging, they're not really like being affectionate, not even holding hands. And I'm just like, please, like show some kind of affection to each other. That's probably why you're angry right now. Like you don't seem very loving towards each other. So give each other a hug, hold each other's hand, some kind of affection. I feel like it just will make people feel better. So hugs for life. Hugs for life. I don't know, I can't do an H, but hugs for life. Yeah, I don't know. That could be another shirt. See, I'm coming up with like merch ideas right now, which I'm also working on merch too. But yeah. Carlos, my dad is an Aries too. We're listening to the stream in the car. Oh, shout out to your Tauruses in the house like me. Oh, okay. Wait. Tauruses? Wait, I thought you said you were an Aries. What? Well, it's hired to your dad. Tauruses are cool too. I like Tauruses. Earth signs, Taurus and Capricorn are Earth signs. Jared, congrats on the 2K subs. As an INFP, I really appreciate your videos. Oh, thank you. You put a lot of personal perspective in your videos. Yeah, I think with the introverted feeling, I can't kind of help it. Cheers. One last question for me. What is your next goal in this with the channel? Oh man, next goal is just grow it, I guess, because I have like really good ideas. Like I wish I could say them, but I don't want to risk someone else. Frank James. No, I'm just kidding. No, just kidding. I'm pretty sure he's not stealing my ideas. Pretty sure. But I just don't like to say my ideas ahead of time. But I have some cool ones like planned. So I'm hoping once I put those out, hopefully it'll help grow the channel because I do want to grow it. I would like to maybe make I don't think I can ever be like a YouTuber professionally who makes a living off YouTube. I don't think I'll ever get that big, but just like maybe make a decent amount where like I can spend more time on YouTube and put out content more on a regular basis, and maybe I don't have to work as much in my other jobs. So that'd be nice. So grow it and maybe do some cool collaborations with awesome people. But I only have 2K, so they're not going to want to collaborate with me right now. But maybe if I reach maybe past 10K, they'll maybe give me a chance. I don't know. So I think number wise, 5K. I want to get to there first, and then 10K. I just want to get to double digits. So once I get to 10K, I'll feel a little bit like, okay, this is good. And yeah, put out all my videos, and hopefully you guys will like them. So thank you, Jared. Carlos, who's your favorite author? My favorite author. I don't think I have one favorite author because it's like I'll just like a book individually because of that book. I don't really like read like one author's like the work of just one author. So I don't know. I might have to just say my favorite author might be the author of my favorite book ever, Battle Royale, the novel. You might have heard about the movie, and the movie is awesome. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. But the novel is also amazing. It's so good. I highly recommend it. Like I've given that book away. Like I've given like my copy. I've had to buy it several times because I give it away a lot. Just because it's so good, and I'll tell people about it, and I'll be like, here, just take my copy and read it because I want them to read it. And the author is Goshen Takami. I don't know if that's even pronounced correctly, but I would maybe I would say him because I love that book. So I'll post his name there if you want to maybe look up his other. I don't know if he's written other stuff, but I just love that book, and I've read it twice, and it's over 600 pages. That's how much I love that book. I want to read it again. Just like that's why I don't really watch a lot of or read a lot of new things. Just because once I find something I like, I'll go back to it. Like I'm gonna rewatch my favorite anime again, Death Note. That's where I got Ryuzaki's name, my dog. Just because like I know it's good and I like it and I like how it makes me feel, like I just want to feel that again. Lots of feelings talk. So I'm gonna rewatch that show. I want to reread this book again because they're good. So Goshen Takami, read Battle Royale, and then watch the movie if you have not. And actually, it's a pretty good adaptation. Like it's some book adaptations are not that good. Like movie adaptations of books, sometimes they're not that good. But the movie adaptation of the book Battle Royale is actually pretty good. So I guess I would say him. Yeah, I don't really read like books from just one author. It's more just like, yeah, individually that I judge them on. Bye, Jared. Have a great day. Aruñas Pupelis. I hope I said that right. Saying hi from Lithuania. Oh, hi. Wow. Somebody from Lithuania. Hi. Hopefully I'll get to go there someday. I want to go everywhere. I want to go to every country. Well, at least, once I won't, be safe. But I think that's about it, you guys. Thank you so much. I actually have to go. Why am I showing my own comment? So it's the author, for those who watch it later, Goshen Takami, who wrote Battle Royale. All right. Thank you, guys. I appreciate all the questions. Thank you for interacting with me. I thought nobody would show up. So thank you, guys. And yeah, we've been on for quite a bit. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. And I'm saying probably thank you again. I hope you like my videos I put out. Please, I hope you can be patient with me just because I'm very busy and I don't really have time off to film stuff right now. But I'm trying to make the most of it when I do have some time off to film things. But I do have things coming. All right. So I hope you can stick around and please comment and in the future videos as well. Let me know what you think. And thank you again. Have a good rest of your Sunday, a good rest of your week and month. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. I love you guys. Oh, sorry, one more. How would you describe your humor? Dark, dry, witty, or sarcastic? One more. I don't even know. I wouldn't want maybe like someone else to tell me what they think my humor is. I feel like I'm a little bit of everything. I can be sarcastic. I can be dark, I think. I don't know about witty. um, I feel like I can be dry as well. Self-deprecating for sure. That's obvious, self-deprecating. Um, Definitely not potty humor for sure. So not potty humor, but yeah, dark, dry, sarcastic, and self-deprecating. I feel like those would be the ways I would describe my humor. Okay, thank you guys. I love you. I'm sending you guys hugs, virtual hugs. We all need hugs. The world would be a much better place if we all had hugs. If there was more hugs. All right. Bye.